Welcome to tonight's 5 on 5. I'm joined with Steve Neuberger and Barbara Jarvis with Ashland at Home. Thank you for being with us. Can you share with our viewers what is the program all about?
Ashland at Home is a program to help people stay in their homes. Essentially, what's occurred is that the AARP has found that 90% of people would rather stay in their homes than go into a retirement home or go to live with their children, during the times that they're just going past where they can do all the things they need to do. So what we do is we give them a sort of concierge way to call for services. For instance, our volunteers will come into your home and they would get on the ladder, where you shouldn't probably be doing that anymore, to change lights, to water your plants. If you need a ride to the hospital or even to the doctor's office, we'll take you there or pick you up. Go get your groceries, walk your dog, do the kind of things that a really good neighbor or a great friend that you really hesitate to keep calling them to do.
Right.
So what we do is help them stay in their homes, because that's
Wonderful.
where most people want to be.
Wonderful. And how long has your group been active?
We've launched in January, Sherry, and after several years of forming, we've incorporated, we're insured, and we've launched in January, and we now have 30 dues-paying members, and we have 60 volunteers. So we have about twice as many volunteers as members, which really means that if a member calls and needs some assistance, we can have the volunteers to come through. And our volunteers are trained, and we do background checks, both criminal background checks and DMV background checks, to make sure our volunteers are reliable and insured.
All right. And what sort of a financial commitment would someone need to make to obtain the services?
Well, for a single person, it's $500 a year, and for a couple or a multi-person household, it's $600 a year. And that's really a minimal cost, considering what we offer, for them, for the services that we're giving them. And not only do we have the services, but we try to create a community. We have meetings so that all of our members know each other and they know our volunteers. I mean, many of our members have said when they receive service, it's just like having family, because they know the people who are coming into their homes.
Wonderful.
Which makes everybody very comfortable and feel like, this is something that I really enjoy using.
Okay. And we're going to discuss more right after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. We are talking to Ashland at Home tonight, and you were telling us about the services before the break, but how often can a person call on the services?
We have now, since we're just beginning and we have limited volunteers available, we've said that you can have services twice a week, at least for the same sort of thing. But essentially, we are not even getting close to that. Our members are not calling that often, and we have a lot of volunteers who just haven't been asked to do any service. But this is not a service that we do daily for someone like hospice care or that, although we do respite care for people giving hospice, but we would come in and just do something for an incidental, like if you'd fall and sprain your ankle, someone would come and help then.
Right.
But not if you had a chronic something that had to have service. That's a different kind of service than we would give.
All right, and so I'm getting the impression that you might need more volunteers.
People are joining, and yes, we always are looking for more volunteers, although we're off to a good start. We have twice as many volunteers as members, which is usually the model that you want, about 2 times as many volunteers as members. And our volunteers range in age. We aim to ultimately be multi-generational. Most of our volunteers now I would say they're in their 60s, 70s, and they're people that I think are paying it forward. They really want to make sure that there's something like Ashland at Home for them as they age, so that they can age in their own home as long as possible. So our volunteers are very enthusiastic. We think they're our future members, and they're wonderful people. And a lot of our members are volunteers as well. We have a 93-year-old member who is our oldest member, and she's also our oldest volunteer. She works with me on the membership committee.
That's great.
And it's very rewarding for her to provide service as well as to receive service.
All right, and if somebody wants more information, where can they go?
We have a website, and that is www.ashlandathome.org. Our phone number is 541-613-6985.
All right. Thank you both for being with us, and stay with us. We'll be back with more news right after the break.
Thank you.